Kendra Slee is a secondary teacher in Southern Ontario. Allowed to Last is her debut novel, but her writing has been featured already in Altau's literary magazine, Canadian Stories Magazine, and the Medford Independent. Kendra lives in Southampton with her husband and their son. We're glad to meet her today and interview her around her new published book. Hi Kendra, welcome to Conoscere TV.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Let's talk about your book. What is A Love to Last about, please?
A Love to Last is a love story between two people who have complicated pasts and despite that are trying to find happiness and fall in love with one another.
Beside of love, which is the real protagonist of your story, what are the other relevant themes in your book?
I would say the other themes would be guilt. Both characters experience immense guilt from something that they both feel responsible for that are completely separate from one another. But I also would say that heartbreak, whether it is from a romantic relationship or just loss of a loved one, is another theme as well.
Okay, so who would you suggest this reading to? There's a perfect reader, a profile for a perfect reader, or is this a book for anyone?
I would say this book is for anyone. I think because it is a lighthearted, easy read about a love story that I think a lot of people like reading about anyways. I think it's for anybody. Also, I think probably initially I wrote it for young readers, but the feedback I've been getting from different age groups, everyone seems to be enjoying it. So I do think it is for everybody.
You know, I'm a very curious interviewer, so I would like to ask you, what was your inspiration to write this story? Is it all result of your imagination, or did something real inspire you?
It's not based on a true story at all. There are definitely things that I've pulled from either my life or friends' lives that have helped inspire the characters of the story that I just kind of changed to make it work for Jake and Madison. But the story, the idea just kind of came to me. I've always loved writing, and it came to me one day when I was working at a golf course doing a similar job to Madison, but I was not anywhere near as proficient as she is. Just because we weren't allowed to listen to music, so I had a lot of time on my hands, and I always liked, like I said, writing and creating. So I just kind of developed this story and rolled with it. And then over, of course, the years of editing, it has kind of changed here and there. But yeah.
And how does it feel to see your book finally out? I mean, what's the sensation?
It feels very surreal. It's been a very unbelievable journey because when I first started writing it, it was really just for me. I really find the creative output helps me just express myself in a way that other hobbies don't. And so I was initially just writing for myself, but since it's been published and since your book has taken it on, it's been a very surreal and beautiful experience. It's been unusual, and it's in a good way to have other people reading something that I thought was only going to be ever read by me. So that's a really cool feeling.
And now here we are. You have potentially readers from all over the world. What were the very first comments around your book from your nearest readers?
Everyone's really received it quite well. I enjoy getting all of the feedback, whether it's good or critical, because I think for me to advance as a novelist and continue writing, I need to take things that people say and apply it to my new novel. But honestly, it's been really good feedback from everybody. They've either really enjoyed Madison's character, or they haven't really enjoyed her at certain parts, or they've really enjoyed Jake. Everyone actually has really loved Jake. But yeah, everyone has been very kind, and I've appreciated it. But again, I do look out for the critical ones, feedback, because I want to improve. So I'm excited to hopefully get some.
Thank you very much, Kendra. We want to wish you very good luck with your book, and thank you for your participation to Conoscere TV.
Thank you very much for having me.
A story of anger and regret, tangled in secrets in the past, but above all, a story about love. A Love to Last by Kendra Slee is now available in bookstores and digital platforms. It's a publication by Eurobooks.